tell you tonight about my talent to put my food in it. And in the end, everybody will believe me. I'm very sure of it. Well, I made a lot of good decisions in my life. I married my wife, my wonderful wife. And I had a lovely family and 3 older sisters. It was great, but later I've seen I only was born because my elder sister, they needed a victim they can mock. Yeah, so it was. I was very proud because I was the goalkeeper of our football team when I was a teen. But later my very best friend told me that they only have asked me because already 2 goalkeepers before me broke their nose after a ball landed with full force in the face. And I was the 3rd one. It was really... This was very hard. But I passed secondary school at my very first try. Yes, I did. My exam, first try. But a few years later, the secretary told me my main teacher reached all his connections to avoid 1 further year with me. Because he said, my English is so terrible, it's not even enough for the jungle, he said. And he cannot bear anymore all his headaches and earaches in the evening. He cannot stand it anymore. So it was very hard. And when my working life started, my parents said, you should do something useful. They said, there's at the purification plant, they need a qualified worker. You could become a deputy there. You must know deputy, I reached the word, made researchers, deputy does not come from Depp, the Bavarian word Depp. No, that's no connection. That's something different. Even the Bavarian language is the most, it's the root of all the later languages in this planet. English, Latin, Spanish, Bavarian was before. But this is something, another topic. Yes, but my uncle, he was a cabinet maker. And I thought, well, I could follow his footsteps. Yes, and so I did. And although I liked my job, I kept my talent to put my food in it. As one example, I delivered some furniture with a colleague to a client and who drove as a transporter to the construction site, and we parked at the car park. And a man crossed the street. Yes. Is there an architect around you? An architect? Oh. Be careful. Well, you must know, architects, they want to be innovative, creative, and they wear fashionable suits from Armani, Dior, always with clothes, and according to the trend of Steve Jobs, they always wore a black turtleneck pullover. And so did this man, this architect. And this architect wore additionally a black cap that enforced my impression. And unfortunately, I forgotten my glasses. But finally, in the end, we were happy that we can ask somebody about the way to the head officer. And I put on my best smile and said, "Hey there, hey, you're the chimney sweep, aren't you? You're the chimney sweep." "No, geht's zu da." he said, I would translate Genzuro as a polite form of fuck off. And I heard an echo of Depper der Österreicher. But this was a consult for me. But then I realized you must know, I've been at the meeting of our costume club before, and I've forgotten our costume club, Trachtenverein Edelweiss, and I've forgotten to put off my traditional hat. But I want to tell you one thing in the end. When you use the word chimney sweep, you should only use it when you are 100% sure of it. And I pray to God, please don't let there be any architect with a black dress and a cap and a turtleneck. And I was so glad, Pete, that you're not an architect. Thank you very much.